Good evening, Johnny Reb gamers. This is video number 6 on Johnny Reb III rules. Before we get moving into the actual playing of the game, there's two important aspects I want to share with you. One's about casualties, how to mark casualties, the various ways you can, and the way John did in his rules, and the options that I've used and others have used. And also about morale. Morale is a big thing in Johnny Reb. It makes the game one of the funnest parts of the game. So let's start off, first of all, with the different colored markers. In Johnny Reb, you have 3 morale grades. You have good, you have shaken, and you have routed. And the way we mark them in Johnny Reb is with these markers right here, the pipe cleaners. We have a green marker for a casualty marker, and if your unit is still in good morale. We use a yellow marker if you are in shaken, and a red marker if you are routed. Now personally, I have liked to use rubber bands. I have green ones, but I also have blue or gray that I use instead of the green. I think they look better when they're on the put on each figure. The blue for the Union and the gray for the Confederates. A yellow small rubber band for shaken and a red one for routed. Now remember, a regiment is 4 stands. I also have casualty markers you can put by them. Sometimes just putting a casualty figure by the unit to mark how many if you want to look more realistic, or a dead horse. And this figure here is for my out of ammo marker. So it's really up to you what you want to use. I also have these nice dials from Rod Prince, who I put the dial on my command stand, and I can simply dial how many casualties are on that regiment. But according to John Hill and the rules, for the old-time gamers and learning how to play, we have the casualty markers. And how you do it, and this is very important, from your side of the table, behind the troops, you'll mark the casualties from left to right. So in this instance, for instance, if this unit took 1 casualty, you'd simply put a pipe cleaner facing like that. And that would be 1 casualty on that stand. If you have 2 casualties, you simply put the marker like this. Remember, left to right. So now that unit has 2 casualties. And then when it has a 3rd casualty, you'd simply remove the stand. And then start with the next stand, again going from left to right to mark the casualty markers. Now, for instance, if during the morale check this unit went shaken, we'd put a yellow marker. If it was routed, we'd put a red marker. If we don't have any casualties and your morale changes, you can simply, what I do is simply stand up a yellow marker like that, or a red marker like that if you're routed. Again, the pipe cleaners are the way the rules are written and the way many of us play over the years, but these other things I've shown you are different markers and options for keeping track of casualties if you want. Again, the main part of the game is morale. The troops either have good, shaken, or routed. The morale is covered on pages 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29, going through the morale and how morale changes in battle. And the marking of casualties is on page 11 in the book. When we come back the next time, we'll start getting into the next turn sequence of routes, rallies, and replacements. See you next time.